Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news. Investors globally are having a rethink about the valuation rise that have got embedded since the pandemic. Warren Buffett is now very cashed up. First in China, their central bank said it'll be pushing commercial banks to do more for the real economy. It wants to shift the financial sector's focus to benefiting people's livelihoods and boosting consumption, they said, over the coming months. This change in emphasis follows pressure from the Communist Party Third Plenum meeting chaired by President Xi earlier last week. The practical impact? Perhaps more debt issued for projects that have immediate effects and little long-term gains. But there are calls for monetary authorities to allow higher inflation as some sort of spur to growth. One initiative underway is to boost its urban living. In 2012, a bit over half of China's population lived in cities. In 2023, that had risen to two-thirds. Their new goal is to get it to 70% by 2029, thereby generating a surge in new economic activity. But there will be issues from this drive, not the least of which is food security. Meanwhile, flooding pressures are not easing there, and that too has implications for food security and agricultural output, especially for grains. And the US economy added only 114,000 jobs in July, well below the downwardly revised 179,000 in June and forecasts of 175,000. It was also the lowest level in 3 months, below the average monthly gain of 215,000 over the prior 12 months, signalling that their labour market is in fact starting to cool off. But most of the weakness was in the tech sector, with almost all other sectors holding their own. This weakish American report actually had little impact on global markets because they were mostly sharply lower before this release and there was no added change after. You can claim this was priced in, and perhaps it was, but there is a broader re-ranking going on with a settling back in risk appetites. We shouldn't be surprised markets never go up forever. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now just on 3.79% and unchanged from Saturday. And the price of gold will start today up $9 from Saturday at $2,443 an ounce. And oil prices are holding lower at just over $73.50 a barrel in the US, while the international Brent price is just under $77.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today down 20 basis points from Saturday at just on 59.4 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're holding at 91.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're up 40 basis points at 55 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just on 68.6 and up 20 basis points. A rising yield had influence on this too. And the Bitcoin price starts today at just on $58,163 and down an extreme 7.8% from where we left it on Saturday. That is a $9,330 drop in a week, or an eye-watering 14%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.